ready for the final race of DRL.
Hello everyone and welcome to the DRL finale, the big title decider. If you've been watching Twitter today, you've seen that we've bigged it up to be something that it may not be. Two very young drivers going for their first ever league championship, and only 7 points separate them heading into the final race in Yas Marina, Abu Dhabi. What a story this could be for one of the two drivers today, and we'd have to say that, well, the man under pressure is Joe going into this race. But the man who's under pressure alongside me today is Mr. Map 212.
Yes, hello. I'm not too sure why I'm under too much pressure, but this is going to be epic, hopefully, until they crash out of turn 1, because Joe does the centre on Frost. But, you know, we'll have to wait and see. I don't know why I'm on board with RTV Cool, but he's one of the first drivers out. As well as Shamir, who I would stay on board with, because he's in a lovely, lovely Williams.
Yeah, well, as we said, 7 points in the championship. That is the drivers' standings at the moment. Joe is leading from Langman. So if we take you through the permutations, it basically states that whoever wins takes the championship. Although if there's an outsider who wins, then it gets interesting. So, yeah, say one of these other drivers, the Fredster Gorch, go and win this race, it does put a different spell on the permutations for a championship. Also, Red Bull and Mercedes are in intense brawl for the Constructors' Championship, which will be decided today, no matter what. 37 points. It's still doable for Mercedes, but it is increasingly unlikely. So, it's going to be interesting. But we should also add, and I've been in a party with the both of them basically all day, and I can tell you, since at 11 AM today, they were, yep, I'm feeling fine, it's just a title decider. Seriously, as the day's gone on, oh my god, we're going for a title decider. And that honestly, they've been sweating time trial like it is a joke. They have been, it's almost a religion to them. They have been all over it. But also on the Twitter page, we asked you, who would take the championship today? Now, after putting this up a few hours ago, we got 47 votes, and 62% of you thought Langman would take the championship today. 62%. Now, these two could stay level on points. That is potentially doable. They could finish on the same number of points. If that's the case, Langman wins the championship. So, only based off race wins alone. So, this is going to be fun and games. But, I'm going to ask Matt who he thinks is going to win the championship today.
I think, to be honest, if the gap was bigger than 7 points, then I would say, basically, Joe, you know, he doesn't have to achieve anything. He doesn't, like, if it was more than 7 points, then it would all be, he only needs to do what he needs to do. But Langman has looked incredibly, incredibly strong in these last couple of races. Honestly, I cannot pick who will win this. I have a funny feeling it'll come down to, like, penalties maybe or something like that, but I honestly can't call it.
You know what the big
we'll find out
worry,
quickly then.
You know what the big worry is about this though, don't you? It's what happens if neither of them get on pole position? Like, they both get a lap invalidated.
If they both make a mistake.
Yeah.
If it's only those two that make a mistake, for example, that could leave us with a very, very spicy race.
I'm going to watch Langman. I don't know about you, but
I'm on board with Langman. I'm just seeing how well he's able to
P5
do.
at the moment, so yeah, first sector, it's not looking great, is it, on that Red Bull's part? I want to know who's leading. It's Joe.
His first sector's never been ridiculously strong, to be honest. It's throughout the rest of the lap.
Yeah, and he needs to close in on Joe, who is so little ahead of him. They're both coming through underneath that sign. And neck is now I go for Langsley for that to happen. I mean, I feel for Joe, of course, as well, because but you cannot leave after quali.
Langman takes the lead there. Just I was about to say, Joe is just got a lead. Langman has now nudged past there. Has Joe been? No, he hasn't been, like, disqualified or anything. Like, his lap's been cancelled or anything out. They are so close, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Are we leaving at the end or not? Because I'm being told that I can't leave at the end of the session.
I'm not too sure, to be honest.
Because we're going to have to get DQ'd.
Yeah.
Should we just DQ it? Because I don't want to risk not even making the start. Langman goes pole position with a 38.8.
Joe, 2/10 off.
Oh, that was a big
Unfortunately
one.
there.
But anyway, we're going to 5 red lights then for the start of the Grand Prix.
I jumped the start.
Yeah, I got DQ'd. And we are underway now, and we can think Langman's
Down
leading
towards
through
USR
turn one.
Hamilton's running to the back of Faction and Parler, but Langman still leads the way, just ahead of Joe and
Oh.
Fred, so Fred's made up a position as well, and he could really help Langman out here, to be honest. VSC, that's helped us out, to be honest.
Yeah,
A VSC.
okay. It's helped a few people out who got maybe spun at the start, but VSC has been deployed, so Joe sits behind Langman, his championship rival, who's brake checking him. Would you believe it if you did that?
The cheek of the man.
Yeah, the two Red Bulls are first and third. We know. Once the restart is underway, the safety car will, of course, the VSC, when it says ending, everyone just goes. They're like, gun it, go, don't bother.
When it says it might end soon, everyone's like, right, that's good enough, I'll cheat it.
Absolutely. So we're coming through this sector now then. We're on the first few... We're on the race restart, doing everyone got off the line pretty cleanly
See, if
from what I
Langman's
saw.
sensible, though, on this restart, he shouldn't actually speed up, because he can back Joe into the traffic more. He
Yeah, he
shouldn't
could do
try and
that.
cheat it, he should just hold back.
This is very tactical.
But I don't think
very
he
sneaky.
is.
Gorch lost out at the start, yeah. That is a loser off the start. Gorch started third. He is dropped to fourth, and Joe, as the restart is now back underway, Langman leads the way from Joe, and then Fredster, and Gorch not too far behind one of the Williams. I believe that may be Shamil just behind them as well. So it's like, okay, restart, but he's gone deep though into the hotel section. He's cut across the track as well, and Joe's got to have a massive opportunity to make a move and can't quite do it. Is the pressure getting through Joe at the inside?
Joe.
Can't get the move done. These two championship rivals have been going at it, hammer and tongs for the last 11 rounds. Come to this round and they're scared, it seems. Let's just watch and just see, can Joe get him into turn one? He's not going to be close enough this time, but Joe got immensely close. Langman just ran straight across the curb there. Gorsh just ran across the outside curb onto the AstroTurf of the exit of turn one. So, Langman leads the way, but can Joe hold his charge down in towards turn four, that is? Can't quite do it. Turn 5 and 6, I should say. And isn't able to do it, but everyone is single file for now. But look at Joe, he's losing that back end so much. He seems to do that quite a lot, and Joe's going to have the slipstream well in effect is the Mercedes. So down towards turn 8 we go. Can Joe make a move on the Red Bull? I don't think he's going to get the move done there, and holds his nerve. And potentially, you know, strategy, as we said, could play a part. We've completed the first lap here. Langman still leads, of course. So... Joe, he's now going under pressure, is Langman. He's going defensive into the double chicane, turn 11, and Langman and Joe going side by side through there. Couldn't quite get the move done there. Joe only holds second place. Langman's still holding it out front, and he is backing him up, isn't he? He really is. He's not. He doesn't seem to be
You get the
putting,
sense that he is, to be honest.
yeah, he's not pushing a hell of a lot. Langman gets the corner correct that time, turn 17. There's 21 turns of this circuit, and they're all very, very different in their own way.
They're all mostly 90-degree-ish.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it'd have to be if it's basically based on a right angle sort of loop, if you will. But still, as we head into lap 3, DRS will be enabled this lap, but the top 4 are within pretty close contention with each other. As we can see, Langman still leading the pack out front, and of course, if it stays as it is, Langman will win the championship. But of course, we have a long way to go in this race. Will Joe pile on the pressure with DRS? He's going to get immensely close, you feel. Coming down now through turn 7, and this is where it hots up massively. Onto the power goes Langman, who Joe gets a massive bite of oversteer coming off of turn 8. But will he get the move done on the Red Bull? his major rival. Joe moves to the inside. Langman doesn't defend. He's going to try and have to go late on the brakes, mate.
Oh!
Inside contact, the two. And that could be controversial after the race, but the switchback move from Joe may help him out as we head down towards turn 11
Fred
and 12.
could get a run here as well, to be honest.
Yeah, Joe gets the move done.
Nah,
so
Fred backs out.
he is into the lead of this race and indeed the championship. So Joe leads the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and a pretty easy move, you'd say, on Langman, who now needs to get back past his championship rival. And Langman goes so late on the brakes, has to go deep. This is going to release his teammate, and as team orders have been applied, I'm not too sure, but I can't quite see what's going on here. Whoa, Langman.
Well, Fred's been nearly put in the wall twice in 2 corners there. Joe's gained about a second in all of that.
Yeah, he has,
as Gorsh has now found his way up to 3rd.
Yeah, and when
Fred dives into the pit lane there, so Fred must have got damage.
Yeah, Gorsh is, he said he wanted to get involved in this championship fight. He's definitely doing that for McLaren. This is getting very, very nerve-wracking, you feel, for these guys. 24 laps to go, but this is pretty tense. So Gorsh is now all over the back. Langman, who loses it!
Oh, he's tagged him!
Where is he? Not quite! He nearly lost it all.
Credit to Langman, that is a ridiculously good save there.
Jesus.
This is not what he wants. This is not what he needs.
This is nerve-wracking, isn't it? I mean, Langman nearly bins it coming out of turn 3. Oh, the pressure is
just
all
put your head down,
him.
Langman, and just get your head back in the groove.
I thought Langman was a cool, calm, collected, almost a Raikkonen-esque sort of a character, but the way he is driving at the moment, he just looks all out of shape. It is, you know, I was speaking to Joe, as I said, I was speaking to both of these guys before the race started, and they sounded nervous, and Joe seemed to be, if I'm honest, he seemed to have not really a psychological edge at all. He seemed very, very nervous going into this, I think, so... Yeah, I would have thought Langman there. That is very, very nerve-wracking. I think the correct word is to use there. It's not over yet though. We're only on lap 4, so let's just calm down. This has got a long way to go here. Joe's made a couple of mistakes. Gorch is now catching the back of the Mercedes. Now we know Gorch, who actually won the first race in Bahrain. That was his first ever league race win. So. He's going to go for it. Gorsh comes into the pits.
Everyone in the pits.
Langman follows him. Oh, is Joe come in as well? Joe has come in as well. So if they're going to be any time gained...
bits are on the super stays out.
Yeah. So into the pits then comes Joe, and if no one else stops, this is going to be... Yeah, no one has stopped onto the... Oh, 5-second stop-go penalty for Langman. He's got a 5-second stop-go penalty.
Was that for barging Fred off earlier on, or...?
Potentially, but he's going to...
Let's have a look.
Oh, Jesus. So where's Fred?
This cannot go much worse.
Where's Fred?
He corner cut in and gained a place because of it. Not too sure when that happened.
These two that have come up, oh, there's a loss of front wing. That is Yuasa Kubica, who has got no front wing. He is going to have to come in for repairs, you feel. And I haven't seen the incident, but now Joe is going to feel the pressure, isn't he? He's going to go down towards turn 8 again and gets past Gorsh, who, well, wanted Joe to win the Drivers' Championship today. So, yeah, that could be controversial. Kubica gets well out of the way. Doesn't want to get in that. Thinks that nope, and not going to hold these two
especially
up.
with no front wing. Can you imagine if he ran into the back of him into the next corner?
Jesus Christ. This is going to be... Yeah, lap 6 of 28. Legacy Langman through shot. He is trying to close this gap that he lost with a 5-second stop-go penalty.
He's now trying to get a move done
on
USR Hamilton
RTB has moved straight out of the way. Oh my God, he's gone straight on. He doesn't want to get... Oh, has he? Yes, he has. He's gone straight on and doesn't fight Langman at all there. But now, Fredster is trying to get a move done on USR Hamilton as they come down in towards the chicane. And oh, Joe's nearly hitting his rear wing, the front wing as well. And the Fredster goes round the outside through turn 7.
Joe could get the pair of them here.
He could do. This would be a tremendous move. Do you remember Alonso versus Webber and Massa in Brazil that time? They're going to go 3 abreast in towards the turn 8 here, and oh my God, Joe cuts straight across him and gets the lead. Well, that's a pretty tremendous move, but Fred is coming back at him as well.
Oh, he's turned in on Hamilton.
Yeah.
I told you Joe would get them both, and he has.
Jesus.
That's very I think we haven't played that up enough, to be honest. That was a brilliant move by Joe in the end. He just threaded the needle between the pair of them, but with how much has gone on, that that's just not major anymore.
It was just so risky, wasn't it? You just didn't expect him to go for such a, Braveheart move, and oh my god.
Oh, Fred's made a mistake. Oh no, Langman again!
Is he be taken out?
Can anything go right for him? Fred made an error. He put USR Hamilton
he's
in
out.
a bit
No,
of
he's
a
been spun.
mess.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh, Langman,
god.
this is just how
Fred's
honestly.
retired.
What more can go wrong for Langman here? Fred's quit, I think. I don't know what's happened to Fred there. Has Fred been DQ'd or has Fred retired?
Oh my god! The safety car has been deployed here in Abu Dhabi. Oh, as if this championship fight didn't get any more dramatic. Oh my god! It just had. It just has. That is crazy scenes. Absolutely crazy. I don't know what to say. I really don't, because that was heart in mouth
Joe
moment.
pitted. I think Joe stayed out. So Langman,
Joe
we just spoke about
out.
that, and he's been saved a lot here.
Yeah, absolutely.
As soon as that happened, he's been saved. Fred retired, I think. I don't know why exactly.
Yeah, but that safety car stays out, of course, and yes.
I think it's coming in the end of this lap.
Yeah? Well, Joe seems to be back.
Yeah, well, Joe's doing about 50 miles an hour, so I'd be a bit worried if it wasn't.
You know what's really annoying me now, though, is that Gorsh is not closing in on Joe. You need 10 car lengths behind is the maximum gap. Now, it's much shorter than that now, but Gorsh is holding up the pack, isn't he? And that is controversial.
Well, it's more than 10 now, to say the least, but Gorsh is closed once again right back up. Let's go on board with him. He's definitely giving Joe some room.
Yeah, he has.
Langman will not be happy with that. Rampage just dived up the inside of RTB Cool straight away.
Yeah, Langman's going for him straight away, I think, into towards turn 1. Joe's got away very, very cleanly, but Langman is going to be absolutely furious with that restart from Gorsh. Absolutely furious. You can just, Gorsh nearly loses it through turn 3. But you have to say that is very, very unsportsmanlike from Gorsh. You know he wants to win, but with no Langman trying to get his front wing in there. That's just not going to happen. And now he's under pressure from the Williams
keep
behind.
it clean.
Yeah, this is just. Oh, I can't. Just let us know what you think of that in the Twitch chat. I would love to know what you think. If you're all watching this, what you think of that.
Oh, Hamilton runs into the back of Morgs there. Morgs is looking very good in P4 as well. Just noticed that. GG to him.
Yeah. Here we go then. Langman is obviously not going to have DRS, but he's going to try and close in on Gorsh Crab in towards this triple chicane 13, 14 and 15, I believe it is. 11, 12 and 13, I do apologise. That is very, very controversial indeed. So now he's got it all to do, Langman, hasn't he? He's got to pass Gorsh, and then he's got to catch Joe. So yeah, this is where it does get very, very interesting. Of course.
Still a long way to go though in this race. Still a long way to go. 16
laps of this championship decider, and it's getting tense. And you do feel that it's getting tense as well, but it wouldn't say that by the Twitch chat because yeah. Joe was actually in the chat whilst
Joe's messaging whilst racing.
Yeah.
Clearly the straights are long enough for him at the moment. But you need Joe, mate, stop going in chat or I'll time you out. Just carry on with your race. Gorsh makes a little bit of a mistake there into the second sector. Langman, he won't have DRS this lap, will he? No, nearly contact between the pair of them though.
But he's fast.
And Langman, even with just slipstream here, he's got a good run.
Yeah, here he goes though, in towards turn number 11, turn 8 I should say, and he's not going to get enough run there, but they aren't that far away from the leader, are they? There is a massive train forming. Langman just trying to get the switch back on Gorsh as they come through the chicane now, and here is his opportunity. Whoa, smashes through the DRS board, doesn't need it, no. Just denied, and Gorsh is still on the defensive, and Langman trying to go round the outside. There's contact between the two, and Langman is forced off. And
if he gets an illegal overtake, that'll be a bit gutting. But to be honest, for Langman at the moment, I don't think he's really going. Yeah, he's got a legal overtake.
He's got to be wary of Williams as well. That was not the greatest place to sort of, you know, release Gorsh, if you will. I mean, you're better off do it on a straight rather than. I mean, because Gorsh could have been.
I think
proper
Gorsh
jammy
is
there.
trying to just hold him up for all he can.
Yeah, Morgs is now closing in. This is very much a Rosberg Hamilton of 2016, if you remember, in Abu Dhabi. A lot of backing up of the pack, and it allows more of the other pack to close in. This is helping their tyre wear, but I mean, it's just frustrating, isn't it? To say the least. I mean, 14, well, it would be 17 points to gap for the championship if Langman cannot dispose of Gorsh. So, yeah, just take it easy, you two. Don't get into anything stupid. Langman's going to be feeling the heat now. And you said in qualifying, I remember, as you don't want the Alonso Kubica or the Alonso sort of situation that he had in 2010. So, yeah, DRS is now enabled. So Langman can start to reel in that McLaren. A little bit deep to be side. It's all contact!
Oh!
Into the barriers! Oh! Oh,
That was lag, if
Christ.
ever I've seen it. No idea what's happened there. Morgs has benefited massively. Can anything more go wrong for him? Honestly.
Look at that. 3 abreast. There's a Toro Rosso Force India and a Mercedes going absolutely at it into turn. Jeez, look at that squabble of cars all going for 8th place, or 7th place I should say. Oh my goodness me. And that's Factual Impala as well. And I mean,
Ninja's trying to look down the inside. Can he go for a double overtake? You can't even commentate over that properly. That's just
mad,
5 or 6 cars in an all-out war for that position.
that is a squabble is what we call that. An absolute squabble. Gorsh then.
Langman dives it into the pits.
Yeah, Langman's in as well. I'm actually, I think the correct term is annoyed. But because I
don't know if it was the same for you, but unfortunately for me it lagged just as they made contact, so I don't know for sure what happened between the pair of them.
Well, for me it was just contact. They just hit each other. It was a big tap from one of them. So yeah, it was as if Langman didn't have it all to do. He has it all to do now. He's on soft tyres and will probably go close to the end of this race.
He's going to have to go to the end for
yeah,
sure.
13 laps to go in this Grand Prix. Oh, the absolute heart wrench. And Shamil is under pressure from second place. Oh, sorry, 4th place. Who's second? That's Morgs in second place.
Morgs, yeah.
Williams are second and third, which also happened back in 2015. I think I'm right in saying. They finished second and third in Abu Dhabi, but the guy behind is who is that? It's USR Hamilton, and there's a massive squabble still. But this is now 5th place, RTB Cool in the Ferrari. You can see with Factual Impala not too far behind. There's a Force India of Ninjas and Rampage just trying to make their way through the pack, and yeah, people getting ahead of themselves in the chat as well. Yeah, Vapid correctly pointing out that he hasn't won anything yet. Stratcho has commented saying that it's a congratulations to Joe on the championship, but nothing is yet. He could make a mistake. We know how slidey, how happy he is on that right foot, and it's just because anything could still happen. We could still have I don't know. We won't have another safety car now, will we? So
can still do. It's not fully out of the question yet.
After this race, to say
what's
the
happened
least.
to Joe? Hang on.
Oh?
What's going on?
Is it VSC? Is he got a puncture? He stays out. Is it VSC? I don't know.
What the hell's going on here? This cannot be. If I've. I have no idea what's going on here. If someone can update me. Langman.
I don't know if Joe's waited up for him so they can have a straight fight or what.
That would be very sportsmanlike, because if he messes it up, it's almost like.
If he messes it up now, he's going to be a bit
It's like the
gutted.
general election, isn't it? Theresa May thought she was going to breeze it, and Corbyn come out of nowhere. So this is controversial. My God. What the hell is going on? Can someone please tell me what the hell is going on? Was there a VSC? Surely
Well, there must not have been, or Langman wouldn't have been able to gain 5
Honestly, right,
seconds
check if
out
Joe
of
is
it.
short shifting, because it could be fuel.
It might be. He was short shifting for me as well,
He's short shifting
but
a
Joe
lot, isn't he?
tends to short shift. He
Oh
might be
my
fuel.
God. Are we about to see one of the most crazy...
If he's running low on fuel, then that is a very schoolboy error.
Yeah, and at a time like this, his light is now flashing, which suggests he is in lean. Langman, people are saying he's going to be too fast, but can he hold his tyres? Oh my God, 4 laps to go then of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. I was asking Matt his favourite race of the season. If this comes the way of Langman now, you have to say, this is crazy. I mean, I think if Bonnie Tyler was here, the winner takes it all, doesn't it? I mean, Jesus.
I just don't know.
This is absolutely insane. Have you ever seen this? I really am. I'd love to know what the hell is going on right now. Can someone elaborate? I'm going to check.
I think Joe was just waiting for him. Because he seems to be fine now. Oh, he's still short shifting a bit. I don't know. What's going on? To poor Joe.
This is mad. 4 laps to go of the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix and of this DRL season. Joe seems to be nursing potential problems in the latter stages. My goodness me. I mean, you would hope. I'm actually speechless, because I didn't think I'd ever be saying this, but this championship fight is back on. It's not over. That is insane. Absolutely insane. I mean, at this moment you think a commentator would be dramatic, but you genuinely don't know. I have no idea. Oh, Langman's
all over the shop in the background. Has he got a puncture?
No. Oh
No,
my
he must
God, what is happening? This is absolutely insane. Has Joe got a penalty? No. I have no idea.
I think they're just trying to have a fight.
Yeah. I mean, do you know, that would be... I mean, I've not... People know Joe and the controversy he gets into in the community and everything like that. But, I mean, you have never seen sportsmanship like this, ever, if that is the case. People are quoting Bottleman. Here comes Langman. He doesn't go for it. I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. I'm never speechless, but this is just mad. 3 laps to go then of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and it's just I've no idea. Well, we'll keep you updated. This, of course, still means Joe takes the championship. Clearly, he's clearly he's confident if he has backed it up. So to an extent that he feels that. I mean, this is absolutely. I mean, crazy races happen, but not like this. This is like USA 2005. This is how crazy this is. Just stupendous. I mean, it's like when Ricciardo and Kvyat back in 2015 in Monaco, and Daniel Kvyat actually was moaning at Ricciardo because Ricciardo was apparently faster than him at the time, and there was a bit of team orders, and then Ricciardo let him go on the last corner and let him get 4th place in that race. But this is a whole different kettle of fish. This is just crazy scenes. Titanic music would have to be played. He may be pushing it with the tyre, says Straccio. He may well be. I mean, Morgs hasn't even closed in on this. This is what shocked me. But Langman, I don't know what he's thinking now. Whether he's just thought Christmas has come all at once here, but... Oh, he cuts across the chicane. We'll check his penalties. If he's going to get another one, he's had a stop go this race, he's had a penalty. He didn't actually get a warning for that, so he's got away scot-free there. But imagine if these two come into contact. The scenes, the absolute scenes if that happened.
If they have a crash now and then Joe retires.
Yeah. That's what I mean. This is how risky he's playing it. He's putting so much trust in Langman not overtaking him. It is a joke. These two are going for their first championship. They're hardly doing the Porsche at Le Mans thing, where they're just going side by side. Oh, Langman's nearly lost the rear end again, but he's actually not compromised his exit too badly. Very nearly bottled it, and I don't know. These two are so conservative on their tyres. You feel, well, Shamil Heskey's moved up to Shamil's moved up to 3rd place.
Yeah, he's just ahead of Morgs there, isn't he?
Yeah, Morgs has been dropped off
he's
the
on
podium.
quicker tyres, so. But I think I think Shamil does have penalties. I'll just have a quick look on the incident. Shamil, he definitely has 3.
3 penalties, so he's 4.
Sorry, 3 seconds worth.
Yeah, he has 4 penalties.
4 penalties?
Then, yeah, 2 laps to go. Langman has DRS.
Does Joe have any?
Joe doesn't have any. And if he does, then that's where it gets interesting.
Joe's got 1.
He does. Joe has a penalty. Langman has 1 penalty. Oh my god, this is actually for position. But the last laps of DRL, Joe's locked up a little bit going into there. Joe has a penalty. I can't quite believe this.
Joe might just be trying to save his tyres.
Yeah, but it means nothing. You could be saving your tyres, but now Langman, if he's got enough percent on these tyres, could win the championship in the last corner. This is Hamilton-Massa situation we're bringing ourselves into now. Oh my god. So last lap then of this Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, and Joe leads from Langman. The championship is still that, but is 8/10 away from a world championship. So this is quite crazy, has to be said. Oh, Jesus Christ, guys. You couldn't have put this on an absolute knife
He's over
edge,
a
could
second
you?
back now, so Joe might have been able to save a little bit there.
My God, you can't
be too
take
far
your
away
eyes
from
off
DRS
this,
down the
guys. If you've
first
got
straight.
your popcorn, keep it out, because this is absolute scenes in Abu Dhabi. I mean, this is just insane. Joe is nursing tyres, you feel. Langman is now nursing fuel and tyres, and he is now nursing his way to try and win a championship. This is absolutely obscene. Joe is pulling away, so maybe Joe just had it in him on the last few laps. He was just nursing that car home, just trying not to bottle this.
See as if one of them gets another penalty.
Yeah,
right
or a
now.
lock up, because this is a crucial part of the lap. He could still lock up and mess it all up here. Doesn't. Keeps his place. Joe is coming around the final few corners now. And this is absolutely on a knife edge. Around the final few corners, it has been a terrific season in DRL. The final round has gone here to Joe, who takes the DRL Season 1 Championship. He is the champion. After so much deliberation that race, he has taken the championship in dramatic fashion. Absolutely dramatic. I cannot believe what we have just witnessed. That was insane. Absolutely insane, but Joe is your world champion. He has taken the fight and he has won it there on an absolute knife edge. It has to be said, because at times in that race you thought this is easily his, but that definitely didn't look easy at the end there. That is, I cannot believe what we Joe. Congratulations, you are DRL Season 1 World Champion. That looked stupidly close. Too close at the end. What the hell happened?
Well, after the... Well, if you want to know why the gap was so close, after the race 1, let's call it, we both made an agreement if we were taken out, we'd wait for each other. So, he got taken out.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And, just as a bit of respect, I decided to wait for him.
I'm speechless. That has got to be the most ballsy thing ever. Wow. I mean, I don't know. What do you think of that season now after all of that? And it comes down to that small of a margin. 1.1 seconds you won the championship by. 1.1 seconds. How does it feel?
I'm honestly speechless. I don't really know what to say. But it feels amazing, if I'm honest. And congrats to Langman. Like, in my views, he probably deserved it more than me, if I'm honest. He's probably the quicker driver. But, yeah.
I did say
Just
in the chat
congrats.
before the race started, and I said to you guys all day today, best man wins. You go out there, you leave it on the track, and whatever happens, happens. And the fact that you two had the respect, or Joe more so, to have the respect, the absolute decency to hold up for someone in what is the most dramatic of circumstances is quite unbelievable. So, you know what, I take my hat off completely, because that is... I didn't think I'd ever be saying that, but that was, you know, it was controversial, but, you know, for once in your life, it wasn't for the wrong reason. So, I mean, Jesus Christ, congratulations. But, I don't know. I mean, Langman, I'm going to come to you now. All that race, all of that race, I was saying how I was gutted. As an absolute neutral, nothing left on me. I wasn't going to vote in the vote, not at all. But when you got the incident with Gorsh, I was gutted. I was absolutely gutted. How do you? I just can't. What do you feel like now? I mean, what are you feeling after that
I'm just speechless. I really don't know what to say. Well, I got taken out by USR Hamilton before that as well, which I was really annoyed about. Honestly, I was in the same party as Joe, and yeah, it really was a dramatic race. I mean, I got taken out by Gorsh. I really didn't think it was his fault, but that's just the Cypog glitch or whatever you call it for you. So
yeah. Well, it may have well have. It's just what I saw on the stream. I'm not taking any blame to him. I hope he understands that if he's watching. I'm not blaming anyone, but from what I saw, that's what it looked like.
Personally, though, I feel he could have left a bit more space. I really don't think going side by side into the second part of the chicane is a good idea. So yeah. I mean, it's been a brilliant season. Well done, Joe. You deserved it. Yeah, I'll try. Maybe I'll sign up for next season. I'm not sure. So yeah.
I mean, it's just I mean, the most intense battle it was all season between you two. But I mean, Was that like I want to? It's a question for both of you, really. Is there, apart from now, of course, before this, did any of you two think that you were going to become champion? And if you did, you like genuinely think this is mine now? This is like it's absolutely mine to lose. Did at any point you guys think that?
Honestly, judging on quali pace, I thought I would have the upper hand, but in the first 5 laps I bottled it, so I have to look back on that. But yeah.
I've got some, marker to put down though. Langman, you've won a championship today. You've won the constructors' championship. Now that may not mean an awful lot.
I'll be honest, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Which is fair enough. I don't know what to say really. We'll move to Morgs and then we'll come back to you two.
Okay.
Morgs.
The guy who's just here, just not involved in the title.
I mean, that
It's like
was a
Magnussen.
terrific drive from yourself there. I mean, you've been waiting for a podium, I think, for so long in this league, in other leagues as well, and it just hasn't come for you. And I've been watching you over the past month, and I have described you as one of the most improved drivers I've seen. So,
Yeah,
you've improved massively, and like what? I'm going to ask you how your race went, but it seems what's just happened. What do you think, as an outsider looking in on this championship? What?
Well,
What are your
just
thoughts?
wait. What actually happened? Like on the line, what actually happened? I know Langman had.
Well, Joe
Joe
slowed up for Langman, it seemed, and they were within a second of each other for the last 5 laps of the race.
Yeah.
So, read into that what you will. But do you think the champion this season, and I'm not going to be controversial, was deserved champion?
I was always Team Langman, but yeah, they were both deserving. I think. No
A
matter.
little piece of Joe's happiness just died right there.
I already knew.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
'cause
mean-
I always said Team Langman.
Morgs, if this league doesn't carry on, is this something we're going to expect to see from you in other leagues? Because I certainly hope so. It was a terrific drive from yourself.
I think so, to be honest. Like TWRL, I've been like last race in Monaco I came 5th, and then the race before I came 4th, possibly a podium. But then I got a puncture which put me down to P4. So
Yeah.
I could start to get some good results in the future. But I did not expect that result after being second last after first lap. Because I broke too late, and then I just had nowhere to go, and I just hit Gorsh Crab span myself. It was completely my fault, to be honest. But and it just ruined
Yeah.
what I thought.
Congratulations.
I was just hoping for, I don't know, 6th sort of result.
Yeah. Yeah, congratulations to yourself, and we'll move back to the 2 that are probably the headlines of this. So, Joe, I mean, you two are in, and there's no better way of putting it, it's a rivalry between you two. There's no ifs and buts. You two raced each other in a few leagues, and you're close in every one of them. Like I said, so, apart from RGL, but you're pretty close in most of them, so is this going to be just a relentless thing between you two? Do you hope it's a relentless thing between you two, or?
Well, I don't want it to get us to the stage where we don't talk to each other. I don't want that at all.
Yeah.
But I have said this on a number of occasions. Langman's probably the best rival I've ever had in league racing, so
Yeah.
I'd like it to continue, if I'm honest.
It was a fantastic
Yeah,
idea to have you
definitely.
both in the same sort of situation, and like Joe, you know how much I respect for what you've done here in winning the championship, but from the drive Langman had today, that was a champion's drive. It really was a sensational comeback from where he was. It was just crazy, that race. So I guess that's it, Matt. Unless you have any other questions, I'm gonna.
Oh, I don't think so, to be honest. The end
Yeah.
of DRL Season 1 has come upon us.
Yeah.
I only thank, you 3 guys and everyone else in the league for giving us such brilliant action to commentate on.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been
Just before
Yeah.
the stream ends, I just want to
Been an
thank
outro, yeah.
you, James, and Matt, for streaming
Yeah.
pretty much this whole season. You've made it
Yeah, you've done
a
a
lot
good job.
better than it was made out to
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, thanks
And
very much.
hats off to
We
you as
tried.
well for making it great.
We tried, we really did. So yeah, we respect. I definitely respect the appreciation because
So
it
do
is
I,
for
certainly.
whatever reason. Yeah, I mean, Matt's been a terrific part streaming, and we've tried to make this as exciting as possible, as entertaining as possible. We've given you some terrific action, and if it wasn't for the drivers that you can see in the party now, we wouldn't have had that drama that went to the absolute wire in DRL. It will be a season to remember for both of these drivers. One for the wrong reason, one for the absolute insane result. It has been an absolute pleasure this season to commentate on this league, and you have a deserved world champion. DRL It's Joe is season 1 DRL champion and will go down as his first championship. A massive, massive thank you has to be said to everyone around the league as well. I've said my thanks to Matt. We'll go to Joe as well. Thanks again for what has become such a terrific season, and the same for Langman as well. But most of all, I mean, with all respect, we have to give our thanks to the original owner of the league and Stratcho for making this league a thing. And if it wasn't, you wouldn't have won your first championship. So a massive thank you to him. We're trying our best to see what this league will do. There are no promises for next season, but what we can tell you is it has been a terrific season, and we hope for more of the same in other leagues. So until then, bye for now.